the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I...
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Hey, 734.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And Thomas has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Saints at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out, play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Thomas, the man in motion left.
Hey, Raider 2.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it is caught. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Trying the left side with Kamara. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Will Lutz Lawrence on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 27. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. And here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Being chased out left. Open man downfield is Ridley. Solid stiff arm. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to him. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, Lawrence. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Isaiah Foskey brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And then, of So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Carr now on first down. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team owns it away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On second down, Lawrence. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Credit Brian Brzee in there to greet him and drop him for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action with Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On third down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Alontae Taylor. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll return it from the 6. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
In motion left is Thomas.
734.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Carr to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Olave motioning to the left. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now 3rd down and very long.
White. 29. 29. Monday down. OP.
From the gun, it's Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Lawrence going to move him around a bit. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out, you can run wide receiver routes with him, you can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. A shotgun snap, and again the ETN. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop it behind the line. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On play action, now Carr. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On first down, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. In motion right, Olave.
6-18.
Now Carr again. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
What's up?
Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because Those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jones now in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
30 left. Go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now Lawrence changing the play. Now Lawrence. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Foskey in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the tight end goes in motion left. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And now they'll shift things around.
Hey, kill.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
First down, Jacksonville.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Etienne up the middle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Lawrence to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
White Monday down.
Again, it's Kamara. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Tyrann Mathieu showing off a bit on that stop. Really nice tackle for loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Let's go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here's a give to Etienne.
To get it here to about the 16-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. In motion right, Olave. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw, Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now As you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores, you don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Antonio Johnson makes the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Carr going to look to throw.
That'll be caught by Hill. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
Now Carr.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Carr to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
7:34.
To throw is Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree,